Hi there, Gemini. Welcome back. All right, Gemini, let's get into this. See what is going on in your energy. Spirit, give us a clear, concise message here for Gemini. Okay. First card out we have is the Five of Wands, Eight of Cups, Ten of Cups, Five of Cups, Strength. Nine of Swords is in reverse, the World is in reverse, and the Nine of Coins is in reverse too. Okay. Don't forget to click on that like button, guys. Subscribe if you haven't. And remember that this is a general reading, so do take what resonates with you. Leave the rest for somebody else. Tell me more about this. I'm hearing that there's some kind of conflict going on, and it might have something to do with a lack of communication, or it could be somebody just lied, flat out lied, you know. It could also indicate because, well, it looks like maybe somebody's trying to avoid problems and they're lying, right? There's definitely somebody holding back, or somebody is overly emotional and they can't handle it. It might be something that has been like caught you off guard. Like, for instance, maybe you said, hey, something like so innocent, right? You just said something so innocent, and then somebody just took it out of context, and it's like, where are they getting it from? You know, like that's not what you said, right? But it's because this person's like highly emotional. Like they can't control their emotions at this time. You know, they could also be just immature. You know, sometimes we act immature. It doesn't matter how mature we are. Sometimes we regress, I want to say, to a more immature state of mind. You know, I think we all do that at some time in our life, right? Even if we're 70, 80 years old, we still do that sometimes, right? Well, it seems like this person is in that energy, and I do feel like this person totally misunderstood what you were saying, or they just like took it out of context. And I see that you just like walked away from this person because I mean, like, what more can you do, right? You're not going to stand there and argue with them, right? You're not going to sit there, I mean, and like trying to reason with them, especially if they're acting very immature. Like if this is something that's been going on for a long time, which it could be, you know, maybe you're just like done, you know, and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm gonna just do what I gotta do. You know what I mean? I do feel very strongly that your priorities might be different than this person, because I feel like your priority here is about, you know, fulfillment with your family, having family, being close to your family might be a very significant thing. But if you don't, if that's not what it is, it's about having a happy home, right? Like having a happy home, or securing your space, or protecting your space, or protecting your peace, right? So this is why you're not going to deal with this person. Now, when you walked away from this person, I see here like this person is like, wait a minute. And now they're doing the inner work. Like they're looking in and they're like, okay, what did I do? You know, why did Gemini walk away from me like that? What did I do, right? They are looking in. You do have this person thinking, you know, and I want to say reevaluating and maybe even regretting what they said and what they did. Tell me more, Spirit, about strength here. Eight of Coins. Three of Wands. Okay, one more. What is that? King of Wands. You have been somebody very consistent in this person's life. Like, you might have been, I want to say, the rock in this person's life. Like, you have been very consistent about something, and about very clear about what it is that you want for their future. I'm hearing like you've done a lot for this person, more than anybody else has, and consistently has. Like you have consistently been there for this person through thick and thin, planning the future, planning things out. You have put the effort in, because every relationship has, people have to have put effort in, right? Like I'm hearing like you have put the effort into this connection, and this person is realizing it. Like they're seeing that what they've lost, you know, being childish and acting that way, they're seeing what they lost. Because at the end of the day, I'm hearing you were the one that was nurturing this person, and you were very patient with this person. And I think that is something that this person definitely appreciates. They definitely appreciate it. They're definitely acknowledging that. And there was a bond between the two of you, okay? And that bond was growing, and maybe it scared this person, to tell you the truth. Sometimes when we get scared, we tend to regress, and I feel like that's what happened here. This person regressed and became immature because the bond was growing and scared them. And I think this person made the wrong decision here. It looks like this person wants to come and they want to come and say something, or like they want to talk about it. They want to talk about how they made a mistake here, and they might even want to talk about things that you don't know about, things that you haven't seen. It looks like this person is like, they see you closing the door, and I'm hearing like they're putting their foot in the door. They want to make sure that you're not going to just go away and not come back. Because this person, they're feeling it. Look at that. They're definitely feeling it. They're feeling it. So they don't want this door to close. They don't want this chapter to end. They don't want this connection to break. You know what I mean? Like, so this person's willing to come in. There's an incomplete cycle here as far as this person's concerned. Like, this is not over. They have unfinished business with you. This person could be codependent. I see this person being very self-critical about what happened. This person is like looking at themselves. They're doubting themselves. And they definitely want to communicate with you about what happened here. I also see something here about somebody refusing to learn from the past. It could also indicate like somebody here is refusing to answer a call. Somebody's calling or something. This person keeps making poor decisions, and it's not just with you. I think it's with everybody. Because what I'm hearing here is that this person is refusing to change. There's something going on here where this person's refusing to change. They need a change. They don't want to change. They might even have a bad, somebody bad around them. Somebody who has ill intentions around them. And it's causing them to react. And they're just being reactive to everybody. There is some kind of stress that this person's going through. So, Gemini, it's not you. It's not you. It's this person, unfortunately. They are making bad decisions. Not only that, but I'm seeing this person as they're not aware of something that's going on around them. Like, they're not as aware as you are. And they don't have the strength and courage and discipline, I'm hearing, like you do. So maybe you are around the same person. Like, there's a person around the both of you that has very ill intentions, and that person is like that with everybody. They just have bad intentions, like a bad spirit, a lingering spirit, right? That's hanging around. And the thing is that you are reacting to that energy differently than this person, and this person is just lashing out and saying things that they shouldn't be saying. Everybody reacts differently, right? Everybody reacts differently, and that's what's going on here with this person. You know what I mean? This person is allowing that person to get into their head and affect their dreams or affect their sleep patterns. They're allowing that person to, I want to say, infiltrate their life, and they're doing it. And that's why this person is doing things to you. Now, you might have tried to escape from this person because you're like, okay, something's wrong with this person. I just want to get away from them. You might have already made an escape plan to get away from them, and they know it. They're very aware of it. If you haven't, then they feel like you're going to, okay? Tell me more here, Spirit. What's going on here? Now, I'm hearing that you have definitely reached the stage in your life where you're not only very independent, but you're also very self sufficient. So that means, like, you know how to get your needs met. You have figured out how to get things done and get what you need without stepping on other people's toes. And it looks like somebody around you doesn't know how to do that. You know, they don't know how to, like, do what you do, right? And I'm hearing that you have completely exposed somebody. Maybe you didn't mean to, right? Maybe you just said something without realizing what you were saying. But regardless of how and why, I'm hearing that you have exposed somebody's tricks, somebody's little games, somebody's little illusions. Like, you exposed everything. Let's see. So you exposed something. I think that's why somebody around you is angry with you. It's not just this person. This person is just being, like, childish, but it's somebody else. Wow. You know, they might, this third person that's around, that's causing problems, that's causing this person to react. They could very well be jealous of you, Gemini, because I'm hearing, like, you have succeeded in something, not just as far as your independence, being self reliant. No, it's more like you've put a lot of work into something here, and you have reasons to celebrate. You even have people that want to celebrate with you because they see here, like, you're building a solid foundation in your life, okay? So, you know what? I'm just going to say it. I think somebody's jealous of you. You got somebody that's around you who's jealous of you. And I feel like this person's not just jealous of you, but other people as well. And the fact that you've called them out, either willingly or unwillingly, but the fact that you called them out and you threw some, like you exposed them, you know what I mean? Like, you exposed something about them. I think this is why somebody around you is really angry with you, okay? And it's the fact that it's coming from you because of your energy being so stable and self-reliant and independent. Like, you as a person, it's just like it coming from you, like somebody like you, exposing them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's kind of like a double burn for them. So, yeah. I don't think you meant it. I think you were just saying something, or you were just, maybe you were just, realizing something without realizing what you were saying, right? All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading. This is what's going on around you as of today. Okay, I'm going to get into another reading, but this is what's going on. Gemini, you do have success coming around you. And again, I'm telling you, you got somebody who's very immature here, but you have a new beginning. A new beginning. I feel like you have money coming towards you. Definitely success. Success that might even bring in more stability into your life and abundance into your life. I do feel like you do have somebody that's upset with you here, okay? And when they find out that you have more success, they're not going to be happy about it. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to be happy about it. Right now, I think people are on edge, and right now, the fact that somebody took what you said here wrong, and they're being very immature here. You know what? I think a lot of people are going to this right now because a lot of people are on edge. A lot of people are overworked, you know, tired, exhausted. They can't pay their bills. And, right now I think this is, I think we're all dealing with somebody like this at this time or in some kind of way, shape, or form, because a lot of people are just exhausted. They work a full-time job and they could barely pay their rent, and then that's it. What about all the other bills? What about groceries, gas, and everything else, right? And the fact that you're coming out being so resourceful, and just being so independent and having this success and then having more success come toward you, people can become jealous of that, envious, and, I want to say picking on every little thing you do. When people see this, they kind of get upset, So I'm not saying that this person's upset. I'm just saying that this person over here is just being reactive. The one that you walked away from, that person is just being reactive. I'm talking about the entity that is around y'all is upset. Okay? And it's somebody that's around. It could be a Taurus, it could be a Leo, it could be a Scorpio, it could be an Aquarius. Okay? But it doesn't have to be. It could be any zodiac sign actually, because we have every zodiac sign in this reading. So it could be any zodiac sign. Could even be a Libra. Okay. But anyways, thank you for joining me, Gemini. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Hope y'all are staying warm, and I hope y'all are getting ready for this cold front that's supposed to be coming in. It's supposed to be really bad. Okay. I know I keep talking about it. But yeah, hope y'all are ready for it. Stay ready so you don't have to get ready. That's what I say, okay? All right, guys, y'all take care. Enjoy yourself. Bye-bye.